Binance recorded a 217 million USDT net inflow over 24 hours, meaning more Tether entered the exchange than left it. The Binance Records Net angle matters because the size is notable, but the interpretation is limited without follow-through. The tension is whether USDT exchange flow turns into a durable change or simply a sharp data point. That is why the first read should stay close to the confirmed numbers: 217 M USDT inflow, 24-hour window, and the immediate checkpoint around intent unknown. For a market structure story, the useful readout is how capital, liquidity, rates, or risk appetite changes after the first move. The reason to keep watching is that the next checkpoint can change the meaning of the first move. The useful baseline is that USDT is a major quote currency for spot and derivatives trading, so exchange inflows can represent quickly deployable capital. The key baseline details are net inflow and USDT liquidity, which give the story scale without requiring speculation. This scene grounds the viewer before the mechanism takes over. If the baseline changes, the rest of the story changes with it, because the consequence depends on whether those confirmed details keep holding. The most important baseline split is between what is already visible and what still needs confirmation from the next public signal. That scope keeps the segment focused on the mechanism that actually changes outcomes. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. The mechanism is straightforward. Net inflow is deposits minus withdrawals, but it does not reveal whether the funds will be used for spot buys, margin, lending, or parking. That is the working engine behind Binance Records Net, and it explains why the event cannot be read only as a surface move. In this case, the mechanism connects 217 M USDT inflow with intent unknown. When that connection weakens, the story becomes less about the initial number and more about whether the system, market, or policy process can absorb stress. That mechanism is the reason a viewer should watch process quality, not just the largest number in the story. The affected side is traders may read the flow as available buying power, while analysts need price, volume, and open interest to interpret it safely. For viewers, the useful question is who actually has to react: users, traders, issuers, regulators, operators, or institutions. Here, Binance sits at the center of that reaction, while Binance shapes the next practical step. The consequence is strongest where the event changes access, trust, liquidity, compliance planning, or the cost of making a decision. That makes the impact measurable through behavior, not through hype around the topic. The open question is the data captures wallet movement, not trader intent, so it cannot confirm a bullish market move on its own. That limit matters because the confirmed facts do not automatically prove the most aggressive interpretation. The safer split is to treat 24-hour window as established context, while leaving the unresolved part open until a stronger signal appears. That keeps the story useful without turning a partial data point into a conclusion. The open point should remain separate from the confirmed facts until a filing, market move, patch, data release, or official action closes the gap. If later evidence changes the read, the story should adjust around that evidence. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. The clean checkpoint is the next signal is whether Binance volume, open interest, and major trading pairs react after the stablecoin inflow. For Binance Records Net, that is the point where the story either gains confirmation or stays stuck as an unresolved market, policy, security, or adoption question. The practical readout is to follow intent unknown alongside the supporting details: open interest and 217 M USDT inflow. If that next signal arrives, the story moves. If it does not, the only confirmed position is the one already visible in the evidence. The viewer should leave with one concrete checkpoint, not a prediction about where the market or policy process must go.